Hello, today I'm going to show you how I make my beef vegetable sauce. Now this sauce is so good, it's easy to make and it's better than what you buy from your favorite takeout restaurant. But before we start, have you subscribed to my channel? Please do. Let's become part of this growing community of foodies and let's cook beautiful meals every single time, okay? My name is Ify and welcome to my kitchen. I'll introduce you to the ingredients. We need beef, bell peppers. We're going to use green bell pepper, yellow and red. We need some carrots, onions, Scotch bonnet peppers, also known as atarudo, oyster sauce, sesame oil, soy sauce, corn flour, some seasoning cubes or powder, spring onions, black pepper, vegetable oil, and some ginger garlic paste. So guys, the first thing is to shred your beef. Now you can cut or shred it into whatever shape, size, length that you want it. It's all totally up to you, alright? Just cut the beef, and then it's very important though that you cut this beef thinly. This way it will cook well, the spices will be able to penetrate better, and then it will cook faster generally. So can you see what I'm doing? Just cut it in a thin manner, whatever shape or size you've chosen. Just make sure it has been cut thinly, okay? And then it is also just a tip. It is best to cut your beef when it is frozen. Mine wasn't frozen. It would have been better though if it was frozen. It will be faster to cut it that way. You just try it and see what I mean, all right? So just cut your beef and then set it aside for when we use it. Now cut your bell peppers. Before you cut your bell peppers, it's very important that you deseed your bell peppers, all right? So remove the seed in all the peppers, right, before you cut them. And then you can cut them into whatever shape or size that you deem fit. I'm going to cut my own into like a square shape, and that's just because it is what I want for this particular dish. You can cut yours into any shape that you prefer, right? Now that you're done with deseeding your peppers, you're going to give everything a good rinse and then cut your peppers, like I said, into whatever shape or size that you deem fit. And then just try to make everything as equal as possible. It just makes it look pleasing to the eye. I know nobody's counting, nobody's checking, but it just makes it look prettier or nicer to the eyes, okay? So just try your possible best to cut everything in equal shape or size. Now when you're done cutting your peppers, just set it aside, okay, and we'll be using them soon. Now we're going to cut our onions, and this is the way I like to cut my onions. For this particular recipe, I like to see my onions in large chunks. So I'm going to cut them in squares too, just to look like the bell peppers that we cut. So this is how I cut it. And then I'll separate the onions just like this. It just makes it look nicer. But if you don't like onions or you don't want it to look this way, remember what I said. You are at liberty to cut your onions or your vegetables into whatever shape that you like. So cut your green onions too and set it aside. To cut your carrot, the most important thing to do, or the first thing to do, is to make sure you peel the dirty part of the carrot. That's the outer layer of your carrot. Peel it to reveal, the cleaner part. It makes sense because if you don't do that, then the carrot is going to look a little dirty and you really don't want that. So always scrape out that outer part. before I cut it. Now I'm using a crinkle cutter to cut my carrot, which gives it this beautiful shape. You don't have to do this, you know, you don't. If you don't have a crinkle cutter, your good old knife will be good, but you're not going to cut it into this shape. The final stage of our prep work is to prepare our corn flour slurry. Now, a slurry is just a mixture of corn flour and water. This paste is used to thicken our sauce, okay? So, if you hear corn flour slurry, what you're thinking about is corn flour plus water, and that forms your thickening agent for the sauce. Now we're moving on to the main cooking, and everything happens so quickly from here, okay? Now in a clean pan, add some vegetable oil. Once your vegetable oil is hot, add your beef, all right? And then just stir it around. Yes, I know we haven't seasoned the beef. Everything is gonna happen right here in this pan, all right? So now that you've tossed it around a little, you're going to add your sesame oil. Okay, sesame oil, just a little goes a long way. Now you're adding your ginger garlic paste, okay, and then just toss it around to make sure that every part of the beef is coated with this ginger garlic paste. My ginger garlic paste is basically a blend of ginger and garlic blended together. That's all it is. Now I'm adding my black pepper, just putting some fresh black peppers inside here. Toss it around again, and you want to cook on high heat, please. Note, high heat. Add your chicken seasoning powder or chicken seasoning cubes, whatever you have. Add it to the beef, season it, and by this time your beef will be tasted amazing, okay? So you stir it till the liquid dries up, and that's the reason why you have to cook it on high heat, so you know it does not accumulate. The water from the beef dries up really quickly. So add your onions and your scotch bonnet peppers. Add your carrots. The reason we're adding our carrots right now is because carrot is kind of tough, you know, a hard vegetable, and it takes a little more time to cook than your peppers. So you're giving it like a quick head start here. So your onions, your peppers, and your carrot goes in for about a minute or so before you add in your peppers. Now stir everything around well, you know, for about a minute, and remember you're still cooking on high heat. You're stir frying, so you need high heat for this process. Okay, great. Now add in your oyster sauce. Okay, just sprinkle it around your vegetables. Once your your oyster sauce goes in, add your soy sauce as well. It's important to note that these seasonings, all right, your oyster and soy, they contain salt, they're salty. So go easy on your seasoning powder. Go really easy. It's better to add as you go along, you know, add as you go along, than to over season your food and then there's no remedy. You know, you'd have spoiled such a beautiful work. So just go easy at first. And all the ingredients I'll be using and measurements, I'm going to drop it in the description box. So don't worry about it. Just go down there to get it. The last ingredient I added was my corn flour slurry. Remember I said it's going to act as a binder or a thickener. So once you add it, it kind of like brings everything together. And you can see that you can't even see any liquid. It has thickened it. If you feel it's too thick for you, you want it a little more soupy, add some liquid. I'm adding water here. If you have chicken broth or beef broth preferably, add some, okay, till you attain the level of liquid sauce that you're looking for. I don't want mine too soupy. This is just perfect for me. Now my vegetable sauce is all done, okay? The last ingredient that I'm going to be adding, and this is because I do not want it to be overcooked, is my green onions. So once I add my green onions, I turn off the heat. It is all done. So guys, our beef vegetable sauce is all ready. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so now. Like I said, I'd like you to become part of our community, and I can't wait to welcome you. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, remember to give me a thumbs up. Share this video with your family and friends. Engage in the comment section by leaving me a comment, ask a question. I'll be right there to answer your questions. And let's do this. I generally upload at least once every week. So remember to come back every week. Of course, turn on your notification bell. It's easier that way. So thank you guys for watching. Until I come your way some other time, keep eating good food, be good to each other, and take care. Bye.